I'm hearing there's rumors that Vince McMahon, WWE wants to bring back Braun Strowman. This is my thoughts. I never seen him as an indie wrestler. He was WWE's creation, and I'm going to say WWE is one of the most WWE's greatest creations. He got a lot of heat. He destroyed things. He was a really great character. But start and stop and start and stop and start and stop and start and stop pushes until it was just it wasn't even like it's not even watchable. It's to the point where a lot of people gave up on Braun Strowman being a main eventer. You had so many opportunities of making this man a main eventer, but you kept starting and stopping his push. You had so many times. You could have pulled the trigger. You could have pulled the trigger on him at fucking. You honestly could have pulled the trigger on him at No Mercy. You could have pulled the trigger on him at SummerSlam. You could have pulled the trigger on him at SummerSlam 2018. You could have him cash in on Roman. You could have had him cash in on Roman. You could have had him beat You could have had Braun Strowman win the Elimination Chamber. You could have Braun Strowman win the Elimination Chamber in 2018 and fight Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. You could have made it a triple threat match. 2018 WrestleMania 34. I probably got that wrong, but anyway, WrestleMania 34. Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, and Roman Reigns triple threat match for the WWE title, for the Universal title. Have Braun Strowman come out there as the winner. You could have done a lot of stuff, or you could have had Roman Reigns turn. Matter of fact, you could have Roman Reigns turn heel. You could have done a steel cage match. You could have Roman Reigns turn heel. You could have had You could have. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people say they didn't want to see Brock Lesnar get portrayed by Paul Heyman. You could have had Paul Heyman portrayed him, and you could have had the Usos beat down Brock Lesnar, and we see Roman Reigns escape through the cage. And he has to fight Roman Reigns. He has to fight and that means that Brock Lesnar is not gonna be around for a little bit. So Brock Lesnar is not gonna be around. So you could, instead of having Braun Strowman win the Money in the Bank briefcase, you could have Braun Strowman win the number one contenders match and have him go fight Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar is injured, and you could have Roman Reigns fight You have Roman Reigns as this big heel. You can have Roman Reigns as this big heel, as kind of like basically the Rock, Roman Reigns, and you could have kind of Braun Strowman, the monster version of Stone Cold. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you could have them destroy. I'm not gonna destroy their vehicle or something. Destroy some, or like beat up his entourage backstage. Beat up Jimmy and Jay backstage, and we get the match at SummerSlam and have Braun Strowman win, easy. And you know who should win the briefcase? I would have did it with the Miz. Had the Miz win the briefcase, and have him cash in and all that stuff. Have him cash in, and we can finally finish the storyline with Daniel Bryan and Miz. But it's not about Daniel Bryan and the Miz. It's about Braun Strowman. They start and stop his pushes. And it's to the point where it was too. And trust me, he didn't just get that spot. He didn't just get that. In 2020 at WrestleMania, he didn't just get that spot just because they saw something in him. No, they didn't. He got that spot because there was nobody left. So they said, you know what, Braun Strowman. That was a last minute decision. A lot of people say, they pushed him for a reason. No, they didn't. They did that just because they didn't have anybody else. They didn't have anybody else backstage, even though they could have just honestly did a number one contenders match on SmackDown, or a number one contenders match on the kickoff show, and they could have whoever won that could have fought the Universal Champion on the main show. Easy. But I don't understand. What was the problem with Braun Strowman? And then they had him do this train gimmick and all that shit. And this, it was bad. It was bad. Then it was to the point where Braun Strowman was not like good. They had him in this fucking stupid storyline with freaking Shane McMahon with it's basically a storyline that insults, that's just insulting to kids. Had him freaking go Shane McMahon calling him stupid, report cards was involved and all that. Like, it was stupid. That storyline was fucking stupid. But they did kind of make him like a monster at WrestleMania. They did make him a monster in the Backlash match. Y'all should have booked this guy like that from the beginning. This man didn't have to cut his hair. This man didn't have to go full Big Show. They made him Big Show. Man, he's athletic than a Big Show. But yo, they made him another Big Show. And I didn't want him to be that. I wanted him to be a freak of nature. I wanted him to destroy anything in his path. Yes, he could still be a babyface, but don't change shit. I would have him still destroy babyfaces as well. But my thoughts on them back, bruh, he's wasting his time. I don't know why I don't know why WWE want him back. But what else they need to do with him? Have him win the WWE Championship? Why? Y'all had y'all chance. Y'all had y'all chance a long time ago to give him that title. But y'all didn't. Y'all kept starting and stopping and starting and stopping and stopping his push. And when y'all finally tried to give him the give him that championship, everybody didn't care. They just didn't care. The only reason why I wanted Braun Strowman to win, because I didn't want Bill Goldberg to win. But anyway, just my thoughts on it, bruh. I don't know what they're going to do with him. That's it. I just don't know. I don't care about Braun Strowman coming back. I just don't care. I don't care. Because I feel like that he is a waste. He's right now just a waste of time. But I never seen him as a WWE guy, as a indie guy. I never seen him going to fighting on the indies or anything. I never seen him going to AEW. I never seen him going into any promotion without WWE. Like, I'm just saying. I feel like he's WWE. He's just a WWE guy. I always felt that with Braun Strowman. But I honestly just don't care if he come back or he go to the indies. And by the way, a lot of people say, oh, he probably might go on the indies. This motherfucker trashed the indies for just helping out people during the quarantine. He was being a prick on social media to indie wrestlers just because they were helping people out. They were helping people out during quarantine. But anyway, like I don't think any promotion would have accepted Braun Strowman. But anyway, like he would have to apologize to a lot of wrestlers for doing that shit. But anyway, let me know your thoughts about this shit. See you guys next time. Peace out. Love you guys.